So, still to this day, there's a lot of Blake Snell chatter surrounding the Yankees. But there's one thing that confuses the living daylights out of me. I want to talk about it right now. So, what's up, everybody? By the way, I would be outside, but it's still snowing like crazy. So, um, now we know last week when the Yankees signed Marcus Stroman, they had actually pivoted to an offer that they made to Blake Snell, which, according to Bob Nightingale, was 5 years, 150 million bucks, which was rejected by Scott Boras and Blake Snell, which is 30 million per year. And then the Yankees signed Marcus Stroman, who wanted to be here. I think he's going to be fine here. I think he's going to thrive under the New York Lights. So I'm happy that he got him. And at this point, I thought we would be moving on from Blake Snell, but apparently not. Apparently, there's new reporting from John Heyman is saying that the Yankees have offered him 6 years, $150 million. Now, what I'm confused about is this: how could you go from 5 years, 150, to 6 years, 150? Go from a 30 million a year AAV to a 25 million AAV, essentially asking them to give you the 6 year for free. Now, I don't know if those are two different. If it was a second offer and the Yankees made, I can't confirm that. But we got two different beat writers here reporting this type of stuff. But again, we know that the Yankees made an offer to Snell last week, which he rejected, and we're getting new intel on this offer that we don't know. Now, is John Heyman either conflicting with the Bob Nightingale offer and saying the offer was actually 6 years, 150? Or is he saying they have a second offer on the table? Because some folks are saying the Yankees came back with a second offer. And my question is, why would you come back with a second offer, which was worse than the first one? Because mathematically it is, just to give him the 6 year. And I understand Scott Boras wanted to go out and ask for 9 years, which he did. And the pivot point between five would probably be seven, as opposed to asking for 7 years. And the compromise point between seven and the five would be six. So it's a way of him potentially getting an extra year for Blake Snell. I get that. That's his job. So, but my question is, and maybe folks can enlighten me too. Maybe is it a second offer, or is it just a conflicting report on the first offer? And because this is where there's a lot of confusion going on right now. And again, I'm confused too because I got this new intel. And again, it's John Heyman. And you take what John Heyman gives you with a grain of salt, but you also take what Bob Nightingale gives you with a grain of salt. So, but they were corroborating reports saying last week they offered him 5 years, 150 by a couple of folks. And we know that he rejected it. So the Yankees pivoted to Marcus Stroman, which is good. They added a starting pitcher regardless, who wanted to be here for pretty much half the price, not even half the price. So I'll take that. Now, and I'll say this again. I said this morning in my short. If the Yankees bring in Blake Snell, they want to go for the gusto, okay. But if they don't, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Okay. They've added a starter, and Carlos Rodon and Mr. Cortez have shown up in Tampa already, lean and fit and healthy. So that's a good thing to be encouraged about. So, and they've added Luke Weaver, who Yankees are still yet to make a roster move to make room for him. So, and they will. And once they do that, the roster is still going to be at 42. So they still need to make moves beyond that. And we expect them to add a reliever or two, and they're probably going to move on from a reliever or two. So there's still news. There's still moves that need to be made. And with less than 4 weeks heading to spring training, it's going to be very busy. So if you're not somehow sub to this channel, hit that button, please. Okay. And hit the notification button too at the same time. That way, when the news comes in, you're going to be at the front of the line when you get it. And if you find that you like the videos, if you enjoy the content, hit the thumbs up too. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for both. And it's my word to you to give you all the updated stuff as it comes in, the accurate stuff, the full story, not just the side I want you to hear. So the full story. That way you can make your own opinions on everything. Whether you agree with me or disagree with me, doesn't matter. It's welcome. Okay. I respect your opinions no matter what. But can anybody give me more clarification on this? Is it a second offer? And if so, why in the world would they make a worse offer the second time out and expect to bring him in because he wanted a 6th year? Because that's also what we're hearing. We're also hearing reports yesterday that Hector Neris, reliever, went from a 3-year, $50 million demand to a 2-year, $22 million demand. So, and this is where conflicting reporting. You get A, B, and C reporting this, and then D, E, and F reporting that. Reporting's been very, very all over the place this offseason, which is creating a lot of confusion for fans and content creators. So we don't understand why, but it's just the way that it's been this offseason, unfortunately, in the Yankee land especially, and even other teams and other players too. But that's what I have right now. Okay. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are. Load up the comments, please. Let's talk about this. All right. And I look forward to hearing what your points are, your views are. Are you hearing differently? Is it an updated or corrected version of the initial offer, or is it a second offer? And if it is, and it's worse, why in the world would they do that? Let me know. Let's talk about it. Peace.